The best way to discover this city by the sea. A guided tour by a tuk-tuk driver.
I'm taking you to the Hero Square. It's a historic place. It narrates the history of Mozambique. That is where the first president of Mozambique, Samora Machel, used to address his public rallies and greet the people. I love this place because it's part of our country and I grew up hearing about Samora Machel, and so it's part of me too.
This has been a city for 130 years, and some architecture from the colonial times has been preserved. Like this house, built for the Portuguese governor in the 19th century, and practically uninhabitable from the day it was complete. It's made entirely of iron, which is far too hot for this climate.
I want every tourist coming to Maputo to first know the landmarks of the city. Most of the landmarks are from the colonial era and before it became what it is. I'm very proud of the city, and I'm proud of the fact that the development has not affected much of the buildings and the landmarks, and they tell the history of Maputo.
Mozambique is best known for its beaches and its seafood, particularly its lobsters. Officials are trying to widen its appeal.
Mozambique is really amazing to visit, and the biggest thing is it's a so different culture and environment that just being here by itself is a different experience. So Mozambique has a lot to offer beside the beautiful pristine beaches, but it has a lot more to offer for people that visit Mozambique.
The suburb of Mafalala is one of the city's oldest slums and one time home to its liberation heroes. It's also being marketed as a must-see for visitors.
It's one of the things to do now in Maputo. And because if you look to tourism in Maputo is much more food, it's much more beer, it's much more hotels, much more going to the beach. So how about knowing the real part and eventually the cultural and the reality of this cultural part of Maputo that still play a very important role for the real Mozambique of this side.
Maputo has a long way to go before it can compete with Africa's more traditional tourist hotspots. But it's a curious blend of the old ways and a city moving quickly forward, catching up after long years of insecurity and neglect. And for anyone with a little energy, there's always some dancing. These Makua dances make it look effortless. Until it isn't. Vauldi, Carelse, CGTN, Maputo, Mozambique.